Reclaim strength, intimacy, and confidence high there. Let's talk man to man, or more accurately, human to human. Because if you're over 60 and you've been feeling slower, less connected, maybe even a little embarrassed by changes in your sex life, here's what you need to hear right now. You are not broken. You are not alone. And no, this is not the end of the road. This might just be the beginning of something better. Aging brings wisdom, experience, and yes, a few changes in how the body responds. But it does not mean giving up your strength, your passion, or your ability to feel deeply connected. Not to yourself, not to your partner, not to life, not through magic, not through shame, but through truth, through action, through knowing what really matters. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s reclaim their energy, their confidence, and their intimacy. And that's what we're diving into today: your strength, your intimacy, and your confidence after 60. Let's begin with a truth that's rarely spoken out loud. Sexual health isn't just about erections. It's about identity, energy, connection, joy. But yes, when things stop working the way they used to, it shakes you. It can feel like your masculinity is slipping away. Your worth, your power, your ability to please, your ability to feel. But here's the truth: erectile dysfunction isn't failure. It's a message. Your body is trying to get your attention. Maybe the issue is blood flow. Maybe it's low testosterone. Maybe it's stress, anxiety, or even the medications you're on. And most of the time, it's not just one thing. It's a combination. But every one of those causes has a solution. And the very first step? We drop the shame. Because shame keeps you silent. Action sets you free. Let's talk numbers. Over 50% of men over 60 experience some form of erectile dysfunction. That's not rare. That's not failure. That's common. But most suffer in silence. They think it's too embarrassing, too late, too personal. Let me tell you something. The men who get results, they stop hiding. They ask questions. And when those things are off balance, when you're exhausted, disconnected, or unsure of yourself, your body feels it too. They act. Because the bedroom is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. Intimacy isn't just about sex. It's about trust, laughter, presence, emotional safety, connection. Today, we're not just fixing a symptom. We're building a foundation. And that foundation is built on 3 pillars: strength, intimacy, until one day you realize you don't feel quite like yourself anymore. Confidence. Let's begin with strength. And not just muscle. I'm talking about internal power, stamina, hormone balance, blood flow. See, testosterone starts declining in your 30s. Slowly, quietly. If your arteries are clogged, your heart is weak, or you've been sedentary for years, blood can flow efficiently to where it's needed most. And testosterone isn't just about libido. Mental clarity, mood, muscle tone, sleep, even your ability to show up in relationships. It's about motivation. Now let's talk blood flow. Erections rely on healthy circulation. The result? Weaker, less frequent erections. But again, this isn't the end. It's a turning point. Next, intimacy. Most people confuse intimacy with sex. But real intimacy is emotional closeness. Feeling seen, safe, appreciated. Yes, physical intimacy matters. But so does a simple touch, a conversation, sharing space without pressure. When intimacy fades, relationships suffer. But when it's nurtured, it deepens with age. And finally, confidence. When your body changes, your confidence can take a hit. You start wondering, am I still desirable? Can I still satisfy her? Is my best behind me? Here's what most men don't realize. Confidence has nothing to do with perfection. A loop, a current of energy that lifts every part of your life. It has everything to do with presence. Confidence is showing up, being honest, being committed, being real. Because when strength, intimacy, and confidence begin to move together, they create a cycle. You eat better, you improve circulation. You move more, you boost testosterone. You sleep deeper, you restore your brain and hormones. You open up emotionally, you unlock physical connection. So where do you start? Start here, with your body. If your blood vessels are inflamed or damaged, you can't expect solid performance. Cut back on processed foods and sugar. Sugar stiffens arteries and inflames tissues. Eat more foods rich in nitric oxide, leafy greens, citrus, beets. Add healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, nuts, and wild-caught fish. These support testosterone and reduce inflammation. And drink more water. Dehydration lowers blood volume, reduces stamina, and affects brain clarity. A simple rule: drink half your body weight in ounces each day. Then move 30 minutes a day. Walk, swim, bike, stretch. It's not about six packs. It's about blood flow and testosterone. And here's a bonus: Kegel exercises. Yes, men can do them too. Tighten the muscles you'd use to stop urinating. Hold for 5 seconds. Release. Do this 10 to 15 times a few times a day. You'll notice the difference, guaranteed. And don't forget, eat like you respect your body. Sleep like your hormones depend on it, because they do. Manage your stress. Cortisol kills testosterone. Breathe. Walk. Laugh. Meditate. Even 10 minutes a day can change everything. And maybe most importantly, nurture emotional closeness. Not just in bed, in life. Hold her hand. Cook together. Ask her what makes her feel loved. Be present, because that presence, that connection, that's what sparks intimacy. That's what fuels attraction. One man told me, when I stopped trying to impress her and just started being with her, everything changed. He didn't just get his spark back, he built a fire. So let's talk solutions. Yes, medications like sildenafil, Viagra, or tadalafil, Cialis, can help. They increase blood flow when you're aroused, but they're not for everyone. If you're on nitrates or have heart conditions, consult your doctor first. Another option? Low-intensity shockwave therapy. It stimulates new blood vessel growth, naturally. Just guided sessions that improve circulation in the most important places. No pills, no surgery, but it must be personalized and monitored. Don't guess. Get tested. There's also testosterone replacement therapy, TRT. When done right, it can restore mood, strength, and libido. Acupuncture? Yes, it works. For stress, circulation, and hormone balance. And sometimes, the most powerful tool isn't a treatment. It's a conversation. Sex therapy, couples counseling, the courage to talk about what's really going on. Because behind every silent struggle is a story waiting to be healed. So here's your daily plan. Move your body. Every single day, eat to fuel your hormones and your blood flow. Sleep like your vitality depends on it, because it does. Manage your stress. Gently, consistently. Nurture emotional connection with yourself and your partner. You are not here to be who you were at 25. You're here to become the strongest, most connected version of who you are right now. You're not finished. You're just getting started. If any part of this message spoke to you, don't scroll past it. Leave a comment. Share your story. What are you ready to change? Your words might be the encouragement another man needs right now. And if this helped you, tap the like button. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. Because you deserve to age with power, with pride, with connection. Let's make this chapter your strongest yet. You've still got it. Let's wake it back up, together.